Hello, this is Healthy Planet UK from COP19 at the UN FCCC, and this is Tim. Tim, I would like to ask you, how are the negotiations going? And do you have any updates, the main issues, looking ahead?
Yeah, so we're about a week and a half into negotiations now, and there's been quite a lot of main issues that have really emerged as the key topics for discussion. Obviously, leading into the typhoon last weekend in the Philippines, a big issue has been concerning loss and damage and adaptation.
Do you think it's influencing the negotiations?
Yes, I definitely do think it's been something that has been kind of gotten the negotiations off to a running start. So one thing I want to explain here is there's been a lot of emphasis from developing countries to focus on getting financing for adaptation, which is getting technical, financial support to undertake projects for adapting and becoming more resilient to some of the impacts climate change will have. And also on that note, actually, financing in general has been one of the biggest issues, even for not just adaptation, but also mitigation. There's a lot of calls from developed countries in the negotiations asking for developing countries to do their part in reducing emissions, and in turn they're asking to get support for that to help them along the way. Now, you mentioned loss and damage, and I think that's been because of the typhoon that has had a noticeable impact on the emphasis on discussions. So I think loss and damage is different, it's separate from an adaptation, because there's only so much you can adapt to. There's only so much you can do to prevent damage from such big storms or various extreme weather events like this. And a lot of developing countries, led by, for instance, Fiji, Nauru, and in the G77, including China, they've been making big calls to get a loss and damage repayment kind of system in place in which they get money for that.
Yeah, because finance is a key issue, so you can adapt to just a certain level, but then you need support. Are they calling for real action, the developing countries, on this subject on finance?
Yeah, I think today actually we've seen the high-level segments focusing on financing, and it'll be interesting to see tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, with the last remaining days of the conference, to see what kind of outcomes can come with finance. So it'll be really a big issue, and I think hopefully with good progress we can get something out.